Good evening, if anybody's on. Good evening, Joanne. Good evening, Jackie. Jackie, you're on YouTube, I think. Good. I'm glad somebody's using my YouTube channel. I need to really work with that channel and build it a little bit. I'm going to go in here and share to the other page, my other group. So good morning, good evening. I'm used to being on in the morning, guys. Good evening, Linda. I was wondering if anybody would join me tonight. Yep, they're upgrading our internet or something. I got a text yesterday late saying that they would be working on the internet and I would have either delayed or no internet. And then, so it was spotty on, it was on and off all day. And then I got one this evening saying they weren't done, that they'll be working on it some more tomorrow. So I thought I'll hop on here quick. Good. So I shared it and you guys are hopping on. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Hey, can you believe it? We're like January 23rd. That means we're almost 3 weeks into celebration. That means there's probably only about 5 weeks of celebration left. So if you have not taken advantage of getting some of those celebration goodies, now's the time to do that. If you place an order of $35 then this month, then you will get my Just Cards to Go. And I didn't show those. I would show you now, but my buckets are all set up for my class tomorrow morning. Normally my classes are on Mondays. It's usually the fourth Monday of the month. But because my driveway was still a sheet of ice yesterday, I decided that it wasn't safe. So I moved it to Wednesday. And so some of you can join me and some of you have to do a to-go packet, which is fine. But now my driveway is mud. So we're going to be good tomorrow to have class. So class is at 10 and 6. Well, 10. Nobody has signed up for 6, so I'm not going to do the evening class. But tomorrow at 10 a.m. is class. For those of you that ordered the Valentine class, they are ready for pickup. And paper share will be ready in the morning for pickup. So if you did paper share, it's ready for pickup too if you're local. If you are not local, everything is being posted, going to the post office tomorrow. So keep that in mind. So we're all caught up. The Meandering Meadows class closed on last Friday. So that stuff is all ordered and the die cutting is all sent out to my helpers. So I will be getting that class in the mail to everybody next week. All right, so that's what's happening. Let's go on. 12 weeks of spring start on Friday. We did this last year, but we also do the 12 weeks of Christmas. I team up with these 3 other talented ladies, and for the next 12 weeks, and it goes way past the beginning of spring, the next 12 weeks, you will get a free tutorial in your mailbox, as long as you belong to my email list. The only way you can get this is if you're an email subscriber. So if you're getting my emails, you're already in. If you are not, I will post the link and you can join. And then Friday morning, you will have a project in the mail, in your email for you. And for the next 5 weeks, you will have a project. So we do that as a thank you to our customers. Yeah, you can, I think I pull up the end. I think I'm the last one, tutorials, but you can guess what stamp set I'm using for my tutorial. So you won't see my projects until April. Meandering Meadows is not available right now. I'll have to go in and look. Well, I hope it's available. Okay, I'll have to go in and look. I'm not sure. I haven't checked the list. Hello from Florida. Thanks for sharing. Yes, share, like, share, comment. Your name will go in to join. I'm giving away today's projects. So yeah, I don't know, Sue. I haven't looked for a day since yesterday, so I'll have to look. Okay, all right. It might just be, thanks for sharing, Betty. It might just be unorderable right now. Let me go. I can probably pop on here and see. Give me a sec. I'll see if I can find something out for you. I think I closed down on my Facebook, but that's okay. I saw it was streaming, so we're good. I was working on some stuff in Canva, some graphics, so. Okay, let me go in and look quick, and then we'll get started. Good morning, Kathleen. Good morning. Listen to me. I'm so used to going on in the morning. I'm like on autopilot. Good evening. I often thought maybe I should do an evening live to see who would join me. It's just that things always happen in the evening. When I first started doing lives, I wanted to do them in the evening. That was before COVID. And it just seemed like things would pop up. Like kids would show up. Grandbabies would show up. Yeah. And so, let me see if it'll let me sign in. So things would always kind of get in the way. So that's why I started doing them in the morning. And then I became really consistent once COVID hit. And I haven't stopped. Oh, for this week, guys, I will be live on Thursday morning as well as this evening. But because Friday morning bright and early, we leave for my my birthday trip. So there will not be any live on Friday morning. I'm trying to find products. There we go. We're the online exclusive. Actually, I should go into the inventory list. That would tell me better what's going on. Not orderable. The Meandering Meadows Suite collection is not orderable. It will be orderable the week of the 5th, February 5th. So I think there was someone wanted one stamp set. And so are the dragonflies and birds from that class. So that class might be a little bit later than normal. I'm not sure why the meanders aren't orderable. I don't know if it's the stamp set or the dies. But it says the collection is not orderable. Okay. But it said it'll be back on February 5th. Alrighty, let's get started. Okay. All right. And I think that's all the housekeeping items I have. Of course, I'll be having classes in February. We have our monthly escape already planned for February. So I'm going to do a special hostess party in February. So there's a lot of fun things happening in February. I think we all survived the snow and the freezing last week. Can you believe it? It's supposed to be almost 60 on Friday here. That's almost crazy, but that's what happens. Okay, tonight's projects, we're going to use the Layering Florals 3D Embossing folder. This one is sort of like a hidden gem. It's sort of just kind of in here. I didn't really realize it until, it wasn't with my first order. I didn't really realize it. It kind of matches this stamp set here. The inspirational sketches. They're not a bundle. It goes well with it. It also goes well with it with birds and a lot of other things as well. So let's go ahead and get started. And the stamp sets, I'm using 2 greeting sets tonight. The perennial postage, which is a part of the perennial lavender suite. So this is a really cool greeting set. I love greeting sets, and I especially love them when they have mixed fonts. So I really like this one. And then I'm going to use So Sincere. Once again, I love greetings and I love mixed fonts. So there we go. All right, so let's get started with our first project. These are pretty simple. So here's the first one. This one, hopefully you can see it. The problem with me doing lives at night is the lighting in the studio is terrible. It's more yellow, and so I've been doing some filming and some different things, and we're going to try to switch out some of these lights. And I'm looking for a good set. I bought several sets of lights, and I haven't liked them. So I'm looking for a really good set of lights for in here, so that this quality would be better. But anyway, if you can see that up close. And so this one is Craft Vanilla Crumb Cake. We used to call it Craft. I'm dating myself. Crumb Cake, Vanilla, and Black. Basic black. But the one I'm going to put together for you this evening, I'm using Crumb Cake, Vanilla, and Pebble Path. So you can tell me which one you like better. Okay, so the base of this one is Crumb Cake, 5.5 by 8.5. And the next layer, 5 1/4. Lamps are great. Okay. I did have one of those years ago. 5 1/2 by, see, I get a shadow in the evening. That's, see, you can see a shadow, see? 5 1/4 by 4. And then I ran this through the folder with the pewter, Pebble Path. This is Pebble Path 5 by 3 3/4. And then I just have this little 3/4 by 3 3/4 strip of vanilla. Okay, we're gonna layer these together. Also in the evening I'm tired, so I get more confused than normal. I guess that goes with the territory when you're getting to be a senior, right? Okay, there we go. So there we have with the Pebble Path, which you guys know that it's Pebble Path is probably my favorite of those in colors. And we're gonna layer that on to the crumb cake. Remember to like, share, and comment. I am giving these cards away. And then I have this piece here, and I'm going to take the greeting from the perennial postage. And that stamp is the one that has the guys with it that looks like postage stamps. And this one says, "You are loved beyond measure." So you have to give this one to someone kind of special, right? We're just going to stamp that right there. And then I'm going to layer that on the card. You like this one? Do you like the Pebble Path or the black? So we're going to layer that right there. I think you could use this as a masculine card too, even though it's floral. The colors are masculine, so I think you'll be okay. You can't stamp without your light on. During the day, I have windows all around the room. There's like 5 windows all around. So we have, and skylights. So we have a lot of natural sun. In fact, in the summertime, when these ladies are here stamping, some of them have to like move around because the sun's in their eyes. But anyway, so I'm gonna figure out the lighting here. That's why I wasn't shooting some videos at night, just because, or even taking pictures at night, just because the lighting's not great. So we're gonna get some like cool white instead of warm lights in the recessed light, and then I'm going to get some outline. You like the Pebble Path version, Linda. See, there's the Pebble Path. Pebble Path. Okay, and there's the black. So you can tell me which one you like better. Okay, I agree. I like the Pebble Path better too. Okay, all right, let's go on with the next one. So with this one, I did a little whitewash, it's called. Can you see that? And of course I had to bring out the purples, right? It's a very pretty embossing folder. And this one I used, oh shoot, Blackberry Bliss. The base of this one is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. This is basic white. And here we go with this. You can see a little bit more detail now. Okay, so how do you do this? So there's a couple ways you can whitewash, but basically whitewash is applying the white craft ink to your image. You know, a long time ago, I should have tried this technique. Maybe I'll do another one another day and show you. We used to actually ink up the folder, and then you could run it through and get ink on your image. Okay, but this one, I'm actually just going to use a sponge dauber. You love that folder. Yes, it's a cool folder. The sponge dauber, and pick up some of the craft ink. And I'm just going to go over my image. And with a darker color, you're going to have to go a little darker. I'm just going to go over the flowers a little bit. I've seen it done several ways. I do it this way. And then I've also seen them where they just take the stamp pad and rub it across. Or I've seen another girl the other night do it where she used her clear block and poured the re-inker from the craft re-inker onto her clear block, and then did it that way as well. So I think you can do it. There's several ways to get this look. But anyway, the whitewash look looks really well with darker color paper, and then you just rub on your white craft ink to get this look. And it's kind of cool because then the image kind of picks it up. So it looks like it's like darker and lighter in some areas. We're going to rub this off a little bit here. So it looks like it's lighter and darker in some areas. But yeah, so that's the whitewash look. I'm going to use the carryover ribbon from the Christmas catalog. This is the sheer ribbon, and we're going to add that to the card. Your white is sticky. Does that mean it's old? Mine's pretty old. It is a pigment ink. This one needs re-inked. But I don't know that it would be old if it was sticky. Pigment inks are stickier. The craft inks are pigment inks, and they're inks to do embossing with. So they are sticky. I think it would be fine. Is it really juicy, Kathleen? Because if it is, you're probably fine. You could always re-ink it to see what happens too. Okay, I'm gonna put some seal here to secure this ribbon. And I'm going to layer it here. We're going to just take another little snippet of ribbon here. And slide it underneath. And do a knot. If I pay attention to what I'm doing, we can do that. You refilled it a couple times. Okay, it's supposed to be sticky. But like I said, mine's dry. We just used it. I used it for a Stamp-A-Stack. I think the last Christmas stack we used it. So, but I have several of them too. So there you go. Just like that. I'm gonna bring in the, just a piece of scrap white. I'm gonna stamp the Hope Your Day is a Happy One from the So Sincere. And just layer that there. Stamp that there. A lot of my inks need re-inked. So I need to spend an afternoon going through that. You're welcome, Mary. Glad you enjoyed your Happy Meal. Oh, I don't know about on straight there, Sue. I think I see crooked a lot of times. I try. I'm going to use some of these ends. Oh, by the way, guys, our retreat, our Pampered Stamper retreat closes on the 30th. Registration for that closes on the 30th. And so there's still ways, there's a couple ways you can do that. You can join me for the full weekend. It's in Rhodes Grove. It's at Rhodes Grove Church Camp in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. There we go. And then layer that there. I'm going to bring in some pearls. And we're going to add some pearls to this card. If I can find my Take the Pick tool. Anyway, back to the retreat. It's at Rhodes Grove in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. It's the first weekend in March 1st through the 3rd. The full weekend, we still have spaces available for the full weekend, but you can also do a Saturday only. If you live near there, you could do a commuter rate as well, where you wouldn't spend the night, you would just go home and come back. Also, there we go, we add some pearls. I added pearls to the center of the tinier flowers. Whoop, there's one more tiny flower down here. Oh, I lost my pearl. There we go. Or you can do Saturday only, like I said, or you can do it to go. If you live too far away, you can do a to-go box. Our to-go boxes are a lot of fun. Usually people love them, and I sometimes plan for extra. We haven't talked about that, whether we're going to plan for extra. But the deal is, when we plan for extra, we only plan for a couple extra. And so that I sell all those really quickly. So instead of taking the chance of maybe getting a to-go box, you might want to just go ahead and register and get your box. Okay, so this one is for my purple girls. I love purple too. So there we go with Blackberry Bliss and the whitewash technique. So there's that one. And then I have one more. I'll show you this one. Okay. Yes, our retreat boxes are full of goodies. You're right, Betty. We make it worth your while. We call it Pampered Stamper because we like to pamper our peeps. Okay, so for this one, I'm just using basic white 5.5 by 8.5. Okay, I ran this one through the folder, and I'm going to color this one in. I'm actually going to use some blends. Now, you're going to tell me which one you like better for this one too. I know you love purple. This one I used Highland Heather, okay? But this one we're going to use Fresh Freesia. So, I'm just going to do some coloring. I should have waited. Is this Fresh Freesia? This is dark Fresh Freesia. Let me use a light. Hold on. Let me see if I have one over here. Okay, that's dark. Light Highland Heather. Dark Highland Heather. Let me see, there's one more purplish one up here. Back there. I know I have a freeze in the bucket. Hold on. All right, there we go. Okay, back to coloring. Okay, to retreat. Let's see how. Anyway, so yeah, retreat in the box is available too. Yeah, this is a little lighter. Ignore that flower there. So you just kind of want to color it. It's kind of hard to see. It is a little difficult because thinking which one is the flower petals and which one are the leaves. I'm just guessing on this one. We'll make it go. So we have that coming up, the retreat in the box. Plus there's 6 make and takes. You get swag, you get $50 worth of product, 6 make and takes, table gifts, prize patrol. We love our retreats. And then there's also 2 optional classes you can sign up for as well. And I'm doing, good evening, Margaret. I'm doing a fun fold class. I don't know. I colored this better this morning when my lighting was better. Early this morning. I gotta remember, I gotta put some greens in here. I actually got this idea from another demonstrator, and she said she used blends. And I'm thinking maybe I would do better with daubers myself. And this freesia tip is about had it. Some of my blends are getting well used. I'm gonna have to order some in. All right. I think that's all the larger flower. Oh, down here, let's do this one. Okay, I'm going to use soft sea foam for some green color. So yes, I will be gone on Friday. Friday is my birthday trip my kids gave me for my birthday. So my girls and I will be, our flight's bright and early Friday morning. And we will be, it's just a weekend cruise to the Bahamas. It's 4 days. I'll be home late on Monday evening. So I'm excited because I love the beach and I'm ready for some sun. Okay, I kind of just did some random here. So you can see that. And then we're going to add some yellow. And I'm getting a call, so let me get rid of that. Okay. I'm just going to add some yellow. This yellow is daffodil. Okay. So there we go. Just a little bit here and there. Not everywhere, you can see. Okay, so then I'm going to layer this onto the base, card base. Go over the dark to lighten it up. All right, I will do that. Let's see how that works. Actually, I think it made it darker. Maybe it'll dry later. I don't know. Kind of blended it in a little bit, Kathleen, but still kind of dark. Kind of blended them in a little bit. There we go. I will put the cinnamon over the darker one. You got that right. Okay, so then we're just going to layer this on. I have a strip of fresh freesia that I did run through that folder as well. And we're just going to layer that. Yeah, but that sort of camouflages it there. There we go. I'm going to be stamping on this one. I'm going to be stamping Here For You Always. There you go. Going to layer that onto that strip. The Here For You Always is from the Perennial Postage. And then we're going to bring in our gorgeous purple gems. Have you seen these? So they're various shades of purple. These are in the mini. Let me find my, here we go. My Take Your Pick tool. Let's just grab some of these later ones here. And there you go. So there you go. You can decide which one you like better, or maybe you like them both. So this one was with Fresh Freesia, and then this one is with Highland Heather. All right, guys, that's all I have for you this evening. Let me bring those in so you can see. So here are these two. And then we did this one. And then we did... I showed you those two with the black and the pebble path. So there you go. Pretty quick and simple. The embossing folder does all the work basically, but there's just a couple different techniques you can do with your embossing folders. Okay. All right, guys, that's all I have for you this evening. Remember to like, share, comment. Your name will go in the drawing. I'll be giving these cards away. Remember tomorrow's class, if you can make it, let me know. And then if you want to do a to-go packet, have your order in by the 30th. And then also the only to-go class I'm offering this month for non-local. If you're local, we can do a to-go class. You just have to pick it up. But the only if you're not local, the only class I'm offering this month is the Just Cards. With the $35 order, you can get your card kit for those. That's 8 card class, $35 order. Bump it up to 50, you'll get the gems we're using, and then you can also get your celebration freebie. Okay, guys, I think that that's all I have. Have a great evening, and I will be back Thursday morning this week, Thursday at 10, because I'll be away on Friday. Okay?